what they built this story up upon, like they have never faltered with it.
Okay. Then 3 minutes later, Kakashi in the water prism jutsu.
That's just so wide, but for that to just be shut down by some words from Naruto,
We built him up.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that
Because the
bad.
winter is coming thing, that was literally one episode.
It's your boy Big Dave, 72 Life on 559. Talk to me, not talk to me at all. Y'all do y'all thing.
Bro. Selfish.
How? I passed it.
He come and he do his little spiel and he be like, alright, y'all got it.
Exactly, bro.
Alright,
y'all
y'all introduce us.
I thought y'all said I talk too much. Y'all said y'all
You
wanted
do.
to talk. That's why I stopped.
You already sent the lead, so you might as well introduce
Alright, y'all know what it is though. It's your boy H coming to you live from Sweet Ass City, Mo City. We out here with my boy Rose,
Bro.
my dude Ken, and we have special guests right there.
You in here with 3 more city niggas. You in here with 3 more city niggas. We'll jump you, boy.
Oh, y'all sweet as shit.
Hey, nah, boy.
Anyway.
Hey, we did grow up pretty protected over here, but yeah, my name is Phil. My name is Phil. Yeah, I'm just here.
Oh, shoot.
Y'all heard it here first.
What's up, y'all? We out here. We got Young Phil back in the building. We about to do some little Naruto. That's what we talking about today. Naruto.
Yeah.
These guys, oof.
So, what's the question exactly?
Yeah, because I'm about to fire all y'all up.
That's our guest, sir. You
you want to explain how we got to this point?
Yeah, because y'all was over there playing Destiny. And y'all was
me and Rose,
smoking on something crazy.
No, we was playing Destiny. No,
yeah.
We was playing Destiny. I was just going through Europe, and I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was the question. I don't know how we got to it, but we were just talking about Naruto, or we're talking about anime, and then we're talking about Naruto. It's just like if you really think about it, is Naruto just maybe a little bit overrated? Just a little bit.
It's like a tad bit, not crazy overrated.
So the question is Naruto overrated?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards like it kind of is a.
So before we give our explanation, you say it's overrated.
Yeah,
you say it's overrated.
Bro, how? No.
Like, we're just gonna give our answers first before we argue back and forth. Do you think it's overrated? Yes or no?
No.
I think it's overrated as well.
Oh.
I actually thought it was gonna be okay.
Okay. Okay, that's different now.
So Ken, you gotta be 10 toes.
So Ken, why?
Overrated.
No. Let's explain why we think it's overrated to Ken, and then come back.
You go first.
That's crazy.
So for me personally, Naruto is great in that it was a lot of people's starter animes. It's one of the animes that really got people into
It's a gateway drug.
Yeah. Like, it's a gateway drug. It gets you in, it gets you interested.
Rose, don't look at me.
And at the time Naruto came out, in reality, there was really not many animes doing what they were doing. It's not as bad, but it's similar to Dragon Ball Z in my opinion. Like,
okay,
at the time, I said it's not as bad. I said it's not as bad. I said it's not as bad. I'm just saying in the fact that at the time we thought Dragon Ball Z was so great, but in hindsight, it really was subpar. It was just because there was nothing else doing fighting like that. And all those blasts. Naruto is not 100% the same at all. Like, of course, because Naruto actually has a better plot, better story, but Naruto still has holes that I feel like a lot of us are just not looking at because of nostalgia or the love we have.
Everybody's like throw that word around.
Love makes you blind.
It makes sense.
Love makes you blind.
Nostalgia of the show.
But that's why I think it's not as real. Like, it's just
It's what has you in
some of the plots, some of the characters. It's not really as great as people say it is. There's a lot of better animes out there, but it doesn't change the fact that Naruto still is up there for what it did. Just like Dragon Ball Z is still up there for what it did. You gotta give the OGs respect. You don't want to go?
Well, damn.
He hit all the right points. Like,
yeah.
It's a great anime, for what it was.
You have to go into specifics for
and for what it did for the culture of anime. But as you get older, and you look back at it, you're like, you're not as great as I thought you were. Like, I've watched other anime now. I've grown a little bit in my opinion of what a great anime looks like. And Naruto, it's a good anime. It's not top 5 anymore for me. I don't know why. I used to be able to say yo, Naruto, that's for sure top 5 anime. But now it's just kind of like, I mean, it's a top anime, maybe like top 10. Maybe like top 10, barely. But like, there's just a lot of, like Howard pointed out, there's a lot of plot holes in that thing.
Yeah.
We built up a lot of storylines that didn't really pan out all too well, so it's just kind of like, when you look back at it, it's like, damn, there was some missed things there.
Yeah, I'm with both of y'all for real. It's the plot holes for me. It's the inconsistencies of characters not panning out just like you said. Things that just don't be making the most sense to me. It's just there's I have multiple bones to pick with the anime, so that's what brings it down.
Hey, pick your bones, brother.
I need to know what y'all
give them some specifics.
Okay, so,
let them know what's wrong with it.
Oh, we can.
Rose, please.
That's the first one. Go ahead.
Roosevelt
hates.
He hates every character that has white hair and wears a mask.
Nah, let me speak on it. Let me speak on my issue with him. They call him the copy ninja. When was the last time we seen this nigga copy a jutsu? Anytime anybody pulled up, it's the same story. It's an honor to fight the copy ninja Kakashi. You know, Kakashi Hatake.
And then what's he do?
And then he gets worked. He gets worked from there on out. Itachi pulled up. It's an honor to fight Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja. Nigga was in the hospital for months. You
are actually talking crazy.
Look. Pain pulled up. He was like, it's an honor to fight the copy ninja Kakashi Hatake. He got worked. Like, anytime anybody pulls up and says those lines, they start working.
Think about who you're name dropping.
I'm saying though.
Bro, no matter what jutsus you copying, how in the world are you gonna...
Even Zabuza had him in a blender.
What's he gonna do to Itachi?
Look, even Zabuza had him in the blender that first fight.
Because you can't copy KK Genkai for one.
In that first fight, Zabuza had him in the blender. If Sasuke and Naruto wasn't there, he would have got
out. Yeah, food downstairs. What can he do? What can he do?
No, I'm making another point. In that first fight he was having with Zabuza, he was getting worried. If Naruto and Sasuke wasn't there, he would have caught that L. Be honest with yourself. Because he had him in the water.
You're talking like Zabuza is sweet.
I'm not saying he's sweet, but I'm saying...
You're talking like Zabuza is sweet.
What did Zabuza say? What did he say when he ran to Kakashi? It's an honor to fight the Kakashi. Kakashi Hatake. And then 3 minutes later, Kakashi in the water prison jutsu.
Bro, you're saying it like Zabuza is sweet.
He had him in that prison jutsu for some episode.
Exactly, dog.
That's just pacing.
I know. I'm just kidding.
That's just pacing.
Like, come on. He's supposed to be the copy ninja, but
what does copying have to do?
I'm just saying.
Bro, if you copying a whole lot of just BS jutsu, what are you gonna do?
What I'm saying is,
what you want him to copy? Human Bolden?
They built him up as like this.
That would be live.
They built him up as like this all powerful.
Hey, close the door.
All legendary.
That's how you took it.
If everybody goes around, it's the copy.
They didn't say all powerful. Legendary, yes, because he did some stuff in the war. Yes, he was copying.
He okay. He ain't all that. He ain't all that.
I mean,
we get a little off topic because that makes no sense actually.
All we know if you're just starting up Naruto is that he's the copy ninja, right?
Yes.
So just off of what they're telling us, we want to
You saw him copy back.
We saw him copy.
You saw him copy.
After the
they stopped calling him that.
After the Zabuza fight, no, they called him that throughout the whole show.
Nah.
Yes. Anytime anybody pulled up, it's the first time. We're gonna see
whole
Pain.
show.
Yes. Anytime they make a mention of him, they bring up the fact that he copies jutsu.
He does though.
And they mention
But if you got better jutsu, you don't need to copy them weak jutsus no more.
But he was fighting people with better jutsu.
For one, you can't copy like KK Genkai.
I know you can't copy KK.
So what? So he not about to do Chibaku Tensei. How you gonna do that?
He
can't copy that. You can only copy when he got hand signs.
No, I mean at least the jutsu that he's copied. Like let's see what you can.
Let's see your arsenal.
So you want to see all the weak? You want to see all the weak jutsus?
Or
I'm pretty sure he has other stronger jutsus.
Look, you can only copy stuff that got hand signs. So what are you gonna do?
I mean, he can copy. He can use other jutsu.
If niggas just pulling up and just
how many times
just doing stuff like he's not gonna be able to copy that.
How many times we gotta see him do lightning blade, bro?
That's his jutsu. He created it.
How many times we gotta just see him do that? I know you got other jutsu in your.
How many times you see Sasuke use Chidori?
Look, Sasuke is using different versions of Chidori. We're not doing that. He does the sword version.
He does the one that comes from the sky.
That's not a Chidori.
Is it not lightning?
Kirin is not a Chidori.
Is it not lightning?
He uses Chidori the same way. Or he'll do the one where he slam the ground and then do like all that extra stuff.
All I'm saying is, he got all these jutsu. We want to see him.
There's no way that's your main discrepancy as to why Naruto is overrated. There's no way.
No.
There's no way.
That's not the main one, but that's one of the main.
That's one of the many.
It's just because he's been.
That's one of the main ones?
I said one of the many.
Oh, I was like, yo, what? Okay, listen. In order for you to say that something is overrated, we first have to establish where it's rated.
Is Dragon Ball Z overrated?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Ken.
We have to establish where it is rated to say if it's overrated.
Right now, is Dragon Ball Z overrated?
Where is it rated?
From what you think is rated.
From what you had it ranked as when you were
as a kid?
Yes.
When I was a kid?
Yes.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z was number 1, but I know that's not the truth.
Okay, a lot of people would say that.
So when you first watched Naruto,
I don't know if people still say that nowadays.
So when you first watched Naruto, where did you have it rated?
It was in my top 5.
Now that you're at this point,
but that's me personally.
Okay. But now that you're at this point today, if you look back, would you say you're keeping it in your top 5?
In my top 5, but see that doesn't equate to being overrated though, because that's just how you rated yourself. I'm talking about overall. Where is it rated right now? Is it rated top 5?
I feel like where you rated yourself.
So in most people's top 5, Naruto is there.
I would think so.
I mean that's what it
seems like.
Yeah, I feel like a good portion. That's why I said like where you rated.
So where are you saying that you were rated now? You said top 15. I want to know them other anime that's better than Naruto that you're talking about.
JoJo's, One Piece.
Hey, he did not say that like 2 years ago.
One Piece we know though. Like that's an easy one.
A lot of people are not saying that One Piece is better.
That's the people that haven't watched One Piece.
JoJo's, One Piece, Attack on Titan, Haikyuu, the Faith series, Full Metal.
Okay, that you just named 6.
I can keep going.
Yu Hakusho.
I don't know.
Yu Hakusho's better than Naruto?
I don't know about that one.
I would put Yu Hakusho. I would put Yu Hakusho over Naruto.
Sheesh.
I just think that is a very good anime.
It is, but better than Naruto. I think you're pushing it.
The storyline is better than Naruto. The characters, all 4 of the main characters, or not, just the 4.
I think you're pushing that.
I don't know. I just
I'm with you.
There's just certain things I could call like that. To make a complete anime, there's certain things I look for, and they all have to be on point. Naruto has it has the fights on, it has the fights now. The concept is on lock too. There's still holes in that concept as well, but I mean it's still cool. Like,
I don't know about these holes.
The longer the story went, the original plot was just lost.
Yeah, it kind of died.
What was the original plot?
Naruto's supposed to be the Hokage, right? So then it turned into Naruto's chasing or finding Sasuke, and that was pretty much it for a long period of time. And all these,
it's about Naruto.
It's not really even about Naruto.
Have y'all watched the show, The 100?
Yeah, I never finished it, but I have seen 100.
Phil, have you watched it?
No.
Russ, have you watched it?
I watched twice of it.
If you watch every season of The 100, Naruto's like The 100. Original plot disappeared, and they bring in aliens and shit. Where did that come from?
I don't think that the original plot just disappeared. I think that was just a portion of the plot. Him wanting to be Hokage. That's his premise, but
we just got into a bunch of stuff that just kind of just started like.
It's about Naruto's life and his relationships and his.
I feel
everything.
Like
relationship.
I feel like towards the end,
because I actually like Sasuke. I actually like him as a character, but I just feel like this whole Naruto's whole premise is trying to find Sasuke, even though they weren't even that close.
They were though.
Not at that time.
Sasuke was not really fucking with Naruto.
Sasuke was not fucking with that nigga, dog.
Listen, the reason that was like that is because Naruto, he saw the similarities between them two, and they were cool, kind of as kids. They were rivals.
Right.
a lot of times your rival is like your best friend.
You ever had a rival before? How you know that?
I have. But yeah, a lot of times your rival is your best friend.
Because like Naruto, like whenever you see similarities, there's him and Gaara. So
okay, so he got real cool with Gaara.
You know, he did that little talk no jutsu. He got Gaara. He got his head straight.
But he's known Sasuke way longer. They knew each other when they was like really little.
Maybe that's why he was chasing Sasuke so hard. I don't know, because because Naruto, whenever he be talking, he's spitting game. He usually, because you know he flipped Obito, he flipped Gaara. Who else did he flip?
He flipped Nagato.
He be spitting, bro. If he's just flipping these demon characters, bro, I'm just like, and bro, that's one consistent thing about Naruto. Like I guess
exactly, talk no jutsu is the most consistent thing.
He be spitting, bro. They just be like, you know what?
I want to know about these holes that y'all are talking about.
Where did Kaguya come
I'm not saying they don't have.
Where did Kaguya come from? Where did she come from?
What do you mean, where did she come from?
They explained it, but you're not going to look me in the face and tell me that whole explanation of how she came to be was 100% soundproof, because it showed no type of evidence for that at the beginning at all.
I think that the more you watch it and the more that you get in the Boruto, they kind of flesh a lot more stuff out. But yeah,
because they're making up for what they did.
Why we gotta get into Boruto?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying because it is extending the story. But sure, the pacing in that portion might not have been the best. Okay. But I don't think that you can say that it's ridiculous that she was ever even a thing.
I'm not gonna say it's ridiculous, but it's just kind of crazy. Like Madara was just like getting crazy, yeah, and we're like, damn, how are they gonna defeat this character? And they just,
y'all thought he was.
I mean, what do you expect, Black Zetsu? What do you expect?
No one was expecting Black Zetsu. I mean, that's a good plot twist, I guess. I don't know.
Even when they started explaining the whole thing about the nigga changing the freaking tablet in the Chia hideout and all that stuff, like they started to try to spell it out. Like they was like, he been around. He been here doing this. He been swindling people since well before the show actually started.
True. Oh yeah, I mean,
my thing is, why build up a villain as big as they built up Madara?
Winter's coming.
I mean, okay, don't.
And no, essentially that's what it was. We built him up.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that
because
bad.
The winter is coming thing, that was literally one episode. That they built it up for the whole show and then they ended it in one episode. With this, he actually was wreaking havoc for a minute.
Yeah, he was wreaking havoc.
He was going crazy for a minute.
I mean, shit, he was wreaking havoc.
No, but it was one episode.
Tore down the wall.
They did that all in one episode.
No, he tore down the wall.
No, I'm talking about the when they finally met to fight. It was just one and done.
Nah, he met them earlier, like north of the
wall. I'm talking about when that happened. Yes, they were leading up to it and all that. He was kind of like just showing up. But when they finally had to fight, it was just that one episode. Madara was fighting for a minute.
Yeah, and then
he went from having eyes to having no eyes to getting one eye to getting another eye. He was flipping through all kinds of stuff.
But Naruto's longer.
That man had Obito do Renee Rebirth on him, bro, and he came back to life, bro. He broke out of the freaking Edo Tensei. He was doing all kinds of stuff. He was going crazy.
I don't know, all that just to get switched with,
just to get wiped off the playing board.
I don't know. Like it makes sense. Like how they're explaining in the story, but I just don't rock with that. Like I'm just not messing with it.
See that
this don't sit right with me. Like
it does. Like,
and then
it would have been better if they ended it with them defeating Madara.
I would have been okay with that. I would have been
okay with that.
I would have felt better with that.
But then when you introduce Kaguya, you gotta give everybody like a random power up. You gotta just thrust them up to her level.
I feel that. I'm not saying that whole part of the show was like the best. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's at least palatable and it's not so outrageous to where it's just like, okay, this is just, I can't even watch this anymore.
Okay. I want to switch topics just a little bit. So let's talk about the characters in Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
So,
towards the end of Naruto, I did fall off of that. I kind of like skipped through it. Because I had already read the manga, so I was like, I already
Same.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I already know the disappointment that I'm about to experience is coming, and so when it got animated, it was just like, I don't feel it anymore.
Yeah, I didn't really watch
I didn't really watch the.
Yeah, I read like a good amount of the ending of the manga before it actually got animated. So
I feel like we all did that because it was taking too long for that.
Well,
then they put all those fillers.
Well, hold on. I only did that because you motherfuckers spoiled it.
I didn't spoil nothing.
Somebody dropped a picture in that GM.
I didn't spoil. I think I know what you're talking about too, but I that was not me.
Looked in the gym. I said, "Whoa, what is
that?" Nah, it couldn't have been me. But yeah, where you going, Phil?
No, it was just the characters in Naruto, like just the characters that we all grew up to know and love at one point, and then they just all like 80% of them just fell off.
No, it didn't fell off.
I thought they were gonna do something crazy with Shino because after the training exam, when he was in that hole and some like going behind him helping out, I think it was Smooth, and then
so you saying
push him to the side.
So you saying because that a lot of them weren't prominent characters anymore?
Yeah. It's just a lot of storylines didn't pan out.
Rock Lee, bro.
No, Rock Lee for sure got out.
He had his moments, he did, but I'm just like, how do you just build up these characters to like push them to the side?
Neji's death made no sense.
Okay,
okay.
I agree with that.
Okay, let's make sure.
I agree with that.
It's just like the way these characters are being done, bro. Like I really like Neji. I really like Rock Lee. Who else? Nah, Shaking Mark a good part. He's actually one of my favorite characters.
I think it's a case of people just getting too strong and they just kind of just not there. So they just kind of just like, well, go ahead and just not really do much with them at this moment.
One thing that always pissed me off was Captain Yamato.
What about him?
I don't know why I just expected him to be colder than what he was.
Well, they never said he was cold. They just said that he was.
He has some actually the cells. He can do Woodstock. He was in the right.
Yeah, but that don't mean he cold though. He can just do it.
You just expect him to do more.
Yeah.
Because of Woodstock.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually very much disappointed me when I was watching.
I
get it.
They really just made him Naruto's babysitter.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, he wasn't really that cold. Like as a fighter, he wasn't that cold. He just can do Woodstock. He just kind of lucked up and had the body for it. So I mean, I don't know.
So how do you like? Does that not bother you though? Like just how
some of the characters just kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah, like there's a good amount of characters besides like Naruto, Sasuke. Just I don't know. I mean,
is it only because they actually gave them attention and then they kind of lost attention?
Yeah, and then they tried it.
So you saying if they didn't give them attention, then it wouldn't be an issue? Like if they never gave them attention in the beginning, it wouldn't have been an issue.
It wouldn't have been honestly like if they were always in the background.
Then you said it wouldn't be that bad.
And then but it's like y'all kept giving us these people. We're getting invested. We're trying to see how the story goes.
I think that's something that Kishimoto actually just does. He likes to flesh out characters, even if it's just for a little bit. He'll kind of give them he'll kind of show you like a little bit of their backstory, or give you just like a little bit, just to kind of get you, I guess, attached to them. Mm-hmm. That's his thing. I get it.
And then, like in that war, he had I think I put in the group message when I forgot how Naruto did it, but when he put the Nine Tails cloak and Rasengans in all their hands, I don't know who they used it on, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I remember the scene. I don't remember who they used it on.
They all had Nine Tails. They all had Nine Tails cloak, and he was like, "I'm giving y'all a Rasengan."
Rock Lee. I don't know how he was. I mean,
he didn't have to control it.
I guess
Naruto's chakra was controlling that.
It just
sounds. All he had to do was just move it. He didn't control it though.
That's outrageous.
I was like, hey, this is unimportant.
That's outrageous, bro.
Hey, this has nothing to do with the topic.
It's a little crazy.
I just never
understood.
How did Rock Lee pass the exam? How did Rock Lee pass the getting exam?
Without knowing ninjutsu?
Yeah. Don't like. What did you have to do? Like a clone jutsu?
How did
Rock Lee pass
it? It's probably just some. Oh, he's excelling in this one, so it's not that big a deal.
He wasn't even excelling in taijutsu at the time.
When he passed?
Yeah. It was after he became a genin that God was training him.
Oh.
How did he pass?
He's talking about the beginning.
When you first become a ninja.
And you just have to do the clone in front of the class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe that was just Kakashi's thing. I don't know. I mean, or their class's thing.
Yeah, maybe it's not everybody got the same. Yeah.
Wait, no, was Rock Lee in there? Like in that.
Rock Lee was a year.
No, he's a
year or two above him.
Oh right.
Yeah, because he had failed like twice already.
But you want to know my biggest gripe with the show?
Please.
Sorry, it's the whole like it was Naruto and Sasuke's destiny, like having is it Ashura and Indra's like that to me just kind of spoiled everything because it's like we watched the anime supposedly thinking Naruto is the underdog, like or just like. He's supposed to be going through all this, like, he's just training, like, man, he got it out the mud, kind of, because he already had the...
But he didn't.
Well,
but he really didn't.
He got it out the mud because that nigga had no training, he had no family.
All the training he did get was because of his family and his lineage.
Yeah, but that didn't happen until he was, what, 13?
I mean, regardless...
He went 13 years being a bum.
But... Just because it was his destiny, it's like all that is. I'm not gonna say it's nullified, but it's like, I guess you were supposed to be here. Like you were supposed to be.
And
here.
it just took time. Bro, Jiraiya trained you because he trained your daddy. You and his daddy were close. He wanted to do like looked at you like a son. Only reason.
It's not.
The fathers trained him because Jiraiya. Only reason.
You have large amounts of chakra because
your dad gave it to you,
and you're a Uchiha at that.
You got the sage. You got the 6 sage pass because you were destined. Like you didn't really get anything out the mud. Like
so this whole underdog.
He just worked hard. He worked hard.
He worked hard for sure.
But like he didn't get anything out the mud. He was just like
a lot of the stuff he was just handed to. Like,
and he just had to use it in the right way, and he did. Applaud him for that. But like. That's like
so who didn't get handed anything?
I hate to say this. I really hate it because I don't like her, but Sakura.
She did get handed anything.
Everything she got, she worked hard.
She worked extremely.
She still sucks and she's still trash, but yeah, she worked.
Well, she's not really trash, but
she's
not trash at all. Actually, probably the strongest in the
compared to Naruto.
She was trash in the beginning for sure, but you said okay.
Compared to Naruto and Sasuke. Yeah.
So you said because Naruto got trained by Jiraiya because he's the son of the 4th Hokage, that's giving him just handing it to him.
Yeah.
He had to train for it though.
He didn't have to train to get Jiraiya. Like he didn't have to work hard.
So what about Tsunade and Sakura?
Tsunade did not help Sakura because she had to. She just wanted to.
What do you mean he didn't have to?
Sakura had potential. Sakura was working hard, and she was like, "I got."
Jiraiya did not have to. He chose to.
But he didn't choose to because of anything Naruto was doing. He chose to because of.
He chose to because he felt that he was
because of Naruto's lineage.
No, because Jiraiya got that prophecy.
Jiraiya's pupil.
No, it's because Jiraiya got that prophecy.
So at the prophecy,
and he was trying to find. He thought it was Nagato.
But I'm saying
he thought it was Minato. He thought it was Nagato, and then he was like, "Oh, actually, it's probably Naruto."
Okay, but
if
the prophecy was never there, but Jiraiya still had that relationship with Minato, do you not think he
probably would have still did it?
Okay, that's all I want to say.
Because but what does that mean though?
It means Naruto really didn't work hard for the opportunities he got to that he took advantage of fully well.
Who works? Okay, so you saying he didn't work hard for the opportunity?
It's basically.
But he worked hard for the actual.
Okay, like I'm not saying that's. I'm like Phil said. Like that's just part of the thing that just really like damn. I was trying to watch an underdog story. Like when you're applying for jobs, you just cold like you working hard trying to figure out what to do, getting certificates and stuff. Whereas their daddy can get them in the job. They gotta prove themselves in the job, but their daddy got him in the job. That's Naruto. He proved himself in the job, but his daddy got him in the job.
Nah, he didn't get him in the job.
Basically,
he gave him
because of his name
opportunity to possibly get the job. He wouldn't have gotten the job if he didn't work for it.
But he got the opportunity to work for it. Real underdogs don't be getting opportunities to work. They gotta work to.
So what's the underdog story that you like in an anime? Well, maybe not even an anime, but yeah.
Even in this anime, like Rock Lee was like an actual underdog.
Okay.
Yeah, Rock Lee. But I'm not saying.
But he got trained by Guy because Guy felt the same way. That's a handout.
Guy did not train him because of his name, because he looked.
He trained him because he was like him.
He saw the hard work.
And because he was like him.
And it's the hard work. He wouldn't have trained him if Rock Lee wasn't already working hard and proving himself to get that opportunity.
That's what Naruto was already doing before he got. Naruto was working hard before anybody ever gave him a handout. He was working hard. He was out here putting in work. Nigga raised himself.
I will say that is true, but he was still ass.
He raised himself, but you can be trash and still be putting in work. He was putting in work. And they finally started to give him a little play. Like, after, like, they was like, okay, let's go ahead and help him out now. But he had already been working for 13 years.
I just feel like
that is true.
Nigga, they're trying to make clones and...
that is true.
The thing is, I feel like if he was just a regular ninja and he had that same work ethic, he wouldn't have had those same opportunities.
Very true.
Okay.
But I feel like the point we're all trying to make, at least for me and Phil, what Phil said is like, it put a little sour. It didn't ruin it. It just put a sour taste.
Yeah, like it's kind of tainted.
Isn't it like a cool twist though? Oh man, he was an underdog. Oh shoot, he actually is the son of this person, but he didn't even know it. That's a cool twist.
I understand what you're saying because that makes sense, but just in this dynamic, like it, I don't know what.
One of the biggest things that, at least one of the things we felt was the biggest was like, oh, underdog. Like,
then we get
he's
to
like me.
We get to the very end. It was like, he was always destined to do this.
You know,
he's not like me.
Like he's not like me. He's not like me at all.
That's crazy.
It's just like a sour taste. It's like it's just all these things come to.
Like me.
This whole show is about destiny though. The whole show.
That's not what we got at first.
Sasuke was destined too.
Destined to.
He was destined to be with Indra.
Yes.
Hashirama and Madara, same thing.
No, all of that makes sense.
It's all the layers. That's what I thought made it cool. Because it's like, oh dang, the same thing keeps happening, and now they're finally figuring out a different way.
All that is cool, but we found that out like at the end, after this whole 300 or some episodes of them just grinding. Like at the end, we just found out like, hey, you were already supposed to be here. Like it's y'all
700.
Oh,
Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
True.
We added everything together.
Just know like it was supposed to be y'all two. It was supposed to be Naruto and Sasuke.
It was supposed to be, but it didn't have to be if they didn't work for it either.
Cool. But it I guess it's whatever spirit
because just imagine if Naruto was like, nah, I'm off that. I don't want to fight nobody.
I guess he can't because he.
So you're saying you think he can't actually deny it?
Right, because
if that's the case, then basically you're saying that Sasuke couldn't turn to a positive side because he was destined to be the negative side. But he did. He went against the grain. He finally came to his senses and ridded himself of that.
True. No, I mean that makes sense.
So you still kind of got a choice. It might push you in that direction, but you still got a choice.
I mean, all of this to me still seems just.
Because just think if Obito would have killed Naruto when he was a baby, then he would have went to the next person. It'd been the next reincarnation.
Yeah. But I mean,
probably would have been Konohamaru. No, it can't be because he's not from that same bloodline. I don't know who would have been. Tsunade would have had to have like some kid or something.
Yeah.
My thing with all of that is like, even though all of that is true, like all of it is true, but like at the end of the day, it still doesn't change the fact if some other ninja had put in the same amount of work as Naruto, they would not have gotten that far at all. And that's the point we're saying put a sour taste in our mouth, because we were thinking like, oh, he really needs to fight for every inch they give him, but he only had to fight for like, let's say out of a foot, like 11 inches. That last one was given to him. Not a bad thing. It's just that's what we're saying. Put the sour taste, because that's not what we're expecting. It's just one of the many factors that.
So you don't like expecting something and then getting the other thing. Is what you're saying.
In this instance for Naruto, yes, because this is like all the things that's made us realize like, oh, this is not really as great as I thought it was. Because the things I was thinking,
you thought it was an underdog and it quote unquote turned out not to be.
It's like the aspects of the aspects of the story we found to make it great. Now it's like the whole removing the goggles and seeing your parents for who they really are. We're seeing Naruto for who he really is.
Yeah, like the whole premise of Naruto, like 80-90% of the way is what like I really enjoyed. But then when you like throw that wrench in the mix, like it just not. I'm not saying it makes it terrible, but it's just like, okay, well, I mean, if this was supposed to happen, then I guess, but that's not what. It's just kind of.
If it had ended with like if you know like No, you wasn't supposed to be here, so you kind of threw off.
Isn't that like a regular underdog story though? Isn't that like normal? Like that happens all the time with underdog stories where they work. Okay, now they're there. He work, and then it was like, well, actually, this is here. So they threw a little side to him and put him in position. So y'all just wanted the regular underdog story. He just work until he the loudest. Okay.
It's not even bad.
It's not that we wanted it. I don't like the way when
you just said you were expecting something and you got the opposite.
Yes, but I'm not saying we don't like it because we didn't. That's what we wanted. I'm just saying. I am saying verbatim. It's not what we were expecting. We had to remove the goggles and see Naruto for what it really is. We were thinking it was perfect because of all these reasons. But now we're seeing it for what it is, and we're like, oh, it's not perfect.
I ain't never think it was perfect.
That's fine.
I never thought that.
Then you're probably one of the few people who had the realistic expectations from the beginning. But we're saying it's overrated to us because a lot of people we know have the same mindset, thinking all of this, and then it's like.
Okay, so do you think it's top 10?
I do. Yeah. It's towards the bottom, but
I definitely think it's
towards the bottom. Or like mid for me. I think it's like number 6.
Okay, so if it's top 10 and you had it in your top 5, okay, I guess it's a little overrated. But top 10 is still dumb high. Though.
It's a good anime.
Out of all anime, top 10.
No, it's still a good anime.
It's a good anime.
Top 10 can't be good. Top 10 is great.
No.
Okay, it's still a great anime. Yes.
Bro, top 10 out of all the anime in the world, and you say it's good.
It's just the way, like, at least I've had legitimate arguments with people talking about Naruto's the best anime in the world. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing.
You're gonna get people that say that if it's already top 10. If it's already top 10, any one of those 10 to a particular person can be the greatest anime in the world. If it's top 10.
My issue with it is when I be asking people why, and they tell me, oh, plot, characters. I'm just like. These all have holes, you know that, right?
I just know if man, and this is for most anime creators back, or manga anime creators back in that late 90s, kind of early 2000s, had, obviously they've been more in this time period to where you can actually take breaks and not have to worry about
true.
Then the story would be way more, like it'd be paced very well.
More than
what it's just now that we're in the time period to where anime is hyped, so people will actually wait for it, and people can take breaks. You can literally figure out what you want to do before you do it, instead of having to just like, oh, grind. I'm going. Okay, well now I gotta make this make sense, kind of thing. Yeah. So I mean, I feel it.
And like, if I want to come,
but with Dragon Ball, I don't know about that, because Akira Toriyama is just he's silly. He writes well, at least he did. Then he just got into some other stuff.
Man, Super.
The reason we said Dragon Ball is
because Super is in this time. They still did some wild stuff. So I don't know. But Kishimoto, I think Kishimoto would have been alright.
Dragon Ball Z went from like my top 5 when I was younger to like now it's like.
Dragon Ball Z was top 1 when we were kids.
Yeah,
sure.
Now
it was like
but it was the only. It was the crossover anime. It literally brought anime to the States. So It makes sense. Yeah. And we were kids, and we always thinking it's hype, fights. So it was my top 1.
So now, but now it's like in my top 20.
Yeah, it's not top 10 for me.
20 or 30, maybe 40s.
Jesus. But if you're saying legendary anime, it's gonna be in the top like somewhere. But in terms of like good, like how good it is, it's not in my top 10.
It dropped.
But still, even
dropped, but not as much.
I still don't want to say because of the time that Dragon Ball Z was like we had to give it like that much of a pass, because Dragon Ball came.
No, Dragon Ball was great.
Yeah, and it came before Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball.
I don't know what he was doing on that one,
because he was in his donkey bag, bro. With that,
you're right.
So I'm just like, I don't want to give it the full pass.
You're right.
I just feel like it just got carried away. Like
Dragon Ball storyline is way better, because Dragon Ball Z obviously it has like a lot of like very like really live moments, but I just feel like also Naruto kind of follows in that path to where like you have to get it to this Dragon Ball Z scale of like everyone getting all these power ups, and I get it.
People dying but not really dying, and just getting.
Well, that's one thing that Naruto. It's one thing that they didn't really do like that. They barely had people coming back to life. Like, it wasn't a lot.
My guy should not be alive.
The way you said that was just so awful. But
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Sorry, that's
I get what you're saying.
No, I agree, but just the way you said it.
I mean,
yeah, bro. They made up this whole they painted up this whole 8 gates thing to be like, yo, if he gets there, like it's gonna be chaos for sure, but he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
I mean, he was supposed to die.
And Naruto did.
Naruto.
You good, bro? Don't worry about it. You good. You might not be able to fight like that no more, but let me just tap you once on the chest.
I will say this. I will say this. They were really in the Dragon Ball Z. They were in Dragon Ball Z pockets on this arc,
bruh.
How did y'all feel about that?
Hey,
the Renee rebirth.
Hey man. That talk no jutsu.
No, I'm just talking about the Renee rebirth part.
No, I'm saying that's how we got to that.
When he brought everybody back.
That's how we got to that.
Just imagine if he
didn't. Talking.
Naruto, that would have been crazy.
Just imagine if he didn't bring everybody back. That would have been like.
That would have been live. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
Kakashi dead. The whole village out.
Bro, everybody would have been gone.
The aliens would have never came.
Very true.
So I really haven't watched Naruto.
Really?
I mean, I watched maybe
They kind of spell out a lot more of the Otsutsuki stuff. They spell it out a lot more. They kind of make more sense the way that they explain it now in Boruto. And so I was actually happy for that they actually started to make that make sense. But
this is a little random to pick as well. Sorry, my fault. And with Naruto in the time skip, how old was he? Was it 14 to 17? Or
I think it was only a 2-year skip.
So, and he was with Jiraiya?
Yeah.
What exactly did he get? What did he learn, or how exactly did he get stronger? When we saw him back,
he didn't learn no jutsu.
He learned how to fight better, think better, be a better ninja, nothing
I will say that they did skimp out on Naruto's jutsu. I will say that. I don't know why he just don't have a lot of jutsu.
I think he was able to make his Rasengan bigger. I think that's what it is.
No, yeah, but I'm saying all his jutsu, and I hate to say this, all his jutsu do revolve around a Rasengan. When he should be able to do a lot more, especially after the war and all that stuff, because he has all these chakra nature from absorbing all the all the tail beasts and all that stuff. He's got all these chakra nature.
Lava Rasengan.
He can make magnet, lava, yin yang,
water.
He can do all that stuff in a Rasengan, but I ain't gonna lie, he ain't really got no crazy.
I do like his battle IQ though. He is very creative.
Oh, his battle IQ is great.
I like that. When he.
I'm just saying
that's what Jiraiya helped him build.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm just saying, you gone for 2 years and you come back with a bigger Rasengan, dog. Who you doing?
Yeah, I wish they would have get.
I'll give him credit.
Just look at Sasuke. Sasuke's got fire style, fireball jutsu. He's got the freaking
Phoenix style.
The Phoenix style. He's got the Chidori. He's got the one where he can wrap it with the sword, and then he's got Kirin. He's got his Sharingan jutsus. He's got Susanoo.
Sasuke was just creating just chaos.
He's got all kinds of stuff going on,
and
bro.
Naruto's just out here with it.
Even with his Rinnegan, and he can do the whole swap thing. I forgot what it's called. It's got a long name. He's got a lot going on.
JJK?
Yeah.
I was like, no, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he had a lot of jutsu that he could really do.
This nigga Naruto got 2 jutsus. Well, 3 if you include Samurai.
But so why where would you rank Naruto?
Sage mode.
I will say that it did drop from my top 5 though. I will say that. Well, yeah.
But
because what did we say in the top 5 last time?
I know I had Naruto.
We had Naruto up there.
I regret that. That's why I said we need to redo it.
I think we said One Piece, Naruto, Death Note. Oh. At least for me, I think I said One Piece, Naruto, Death Note, Full Metal, and
I just watched mine the other day.
Hunter. And then I think we said Attack on Titan was on the creep, but that was before season 4.
I said Attack on Titan was in my top 5.
Oh, it was in your top 5? Yeah, it was before season 4, so we hadn't seen none of that yet. I said it's creepy.
I said Hunter
it's number 6.
Death Note. Yeah, he said your shit makes sense.
Yeah, no, you said something crazy. This man said Shamiki or something.
AJC on YouTube. Appreciate you, my dude. You watched our first video and you said First God was the only reasonable one. You know good anime and you a cool.
Didn't he say Shaman King?
Yes, I did.
Reasonable?
And I stick to it.
Oh God. Is Shaman King overrated? Boy, oh boy.
Hey.
Don't nobody have that in their top 5.
Say something else.
But you the only one.
Say something else.
Something else.
Man, hey, shout out to Asuma, bro.
Like, that nigga got.
Hey, not like Shippuden in the beginning. I actually, that's actually pretty cold. But I know the Asuma ways, but
yeah.
Asuma was awful.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think Naruto dropped from. I know it dropped from my top 5, but
Very much so.
yeah,
it's not. I don't think I can put it less than top 10 though. When I think of just like animated, I watched. I don't know if I.
It's out of the low 10s.
It's no. Okay, let me just say there's no way that I could put it less than like 20, and I would never. I don't even think I'm saying 20.
Yeah. No,
I would say 15.
Definitely above 20. I can agree to that.
It's like 15 and up, somewhere in that, somewhere between 15 and like 10.
I'd have to really sit down and look at a list of anime I've watched.
I mean, I can kind of think of anime that I was like really like, yeah, these are dope.
I was going to
Attack on Titan.
I was going to
That's
say
in my top
like
5 now.
a list of anime. Because I'm trying to think of like.
Want to blow up a list of anime?
No, we can do that. Let's do that.
We
We
can
can
do
our
that
top
episode?
5.
Okay, we
Yeah,
can do that.
that was like.
Yeah. But yeah, hey man.
But you kind of see like.
No, I see the inconsistencies. I see the plot holes. I see where it could have been better, yes. But I also see where it did very well. And so I'm just like, when you look past that, it's like, because, I mean, in a sense, you can do the same thing for One Piece. It's just One Piece is doing much better now than what it was in the very beginning.
Agreed.
Because One Piece has some.
That's the beginning.
Some parts of the beginning.
But
It's like, bro,
that's
what is happening?
That's
Movie is
explainable.
Smoker fight?
That's
Bro!
explainable. That's explainable for the time period.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I give Naruto like a little bit of leeway with that because of the time period. And I mean, it's been done since what, 2014, 15? When did it end?
It was around there.
15 maybe or something like that.
Around that time.
And One Piece is still going now, and they have.
One Piece was just kind of limited. Well, I'm not gonna say limited because people were still able to animate some like good fighting scenes back in that time.
Yeah.
But I just feel like One Piece was.
That is one thing they lack.
Yeah, and I don't want to say they were limited because they definitely could have. Like,
They lack with the fighting. They could have done that. They for sure could have done.
But
the storyline is great.
But they never even like. They never just said like, "Hey, this is like a straight up boxing fighting anime." Like you gonna see hands like from the beginning.
They never said that.
I know, but they're just never inconsistent. Like what they built this story up upon, like they have never faltered with it at all.
I feel that.
But it's still like if you're gonna show fighting scenes.
At least make them look
True, I
better.
I understand because I've seen some really some real bad fighting scenes.
Anytime they show Zoro, at least back in the day, he just shoo, and he just paused, and that's it.
And he'll name it different sometimes. And just like that. You did that.
You did that. You just changed the way you slice. Sometimes it slice like this. Sometimes it slice like this, and it be the same move.
Bro, it's one slice, it goes white and black. And
Yep. And then you see him at the end, and he just like you can't see his eyes or nothing. Like he be all shadowed right
here.
here.
The person fall down like. Damn.
I mean, it looked cold for like a screenshot, but they don't really be throwing hands like that at all. They do not throw hands. So I don't know.
But right now, I'm not gonna disrespect them. Like, they are, they're going crazy.
I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, I would.
It just be punches going everywhere.
Yeah,
don't really be connected.
Luffy doing Gatling gun is just.
It's just punches. He not really hitting nobody.
Please.
Hey.
I don't know. I think that might be all the downsides to pick about. So can't think of anything else.
You said what?
No, I was trying to think of anything else that really bothered me about this anime. Like I really did enjoy it, but I'm trying like.
No, I would say the number one reason why it's still in my top. I don't know what to place it. I know it's definitely below top 5. Definitely, I feel like the lowest I could give it is 15. Like the lowest I can give it. So between 5 and 15. The only reason why it's still up there is because to this day it's still bringing people in to the anime world, and people are still fucking with it. It's like the stuff you were doing right even though they did a lot of things wrong, the things they did right, they did it so right that it's like, hey, I'm giving you these props. And then also, like, a lot of animes are legit just snatching things from Naruto and being like, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, a lot of stories.
So, like,
a lot of story flows are based.
They definitely take it from Naruto.
I'm happy I'm
My
older.
hero. It's just a knockoff Naruto.
Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, like, I mean.
Oh, you ended up bringing Black Clover.
But it's just like.
Black Clover is literally.
It is, but it's fine. But like now that I'm older, I'm finally able to see Naruto's flaws and I can accept it for what he is.
Asta is really just he's really Rock Lee.
Asta is Rock Lee.
Yeah, he ain't got no magic.
A mix of Rock Lee and Naruto.
He ain't got no magic.
He has a little anti-magic. Rock Lee ain't had nothing like that. Rock Lee ain't had no anti-jutsu. If Rock Lee had anti-jutsu, oh my god,
he'd be so OP.
If he could just absorb jutsu,
that'd be crazy.
Boy, oh boy, Rock Lee would be crazy. Anything you throw at him, he just bro, you'll be done for it. Yeah, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah,
like Rock Lee. He like Rock Lee, no magic.
Nah, I mean Naruto is still a great show, man.
It's still a great show.
It's still a great show.
It's still a great show. I'm gonna say it's a great.
It's just
anime.
not top 5.
It's just out of my favorite animes. Where I still have Naruto top 10. It's just like Naruto's strengths are so strong that it can be up there, but it's just the weaknesses that have it lower for me. Like
I feel that,
bro. Like just I don't want to gripe on it too long, but like Obito is like put to be this real sinister character. He started wars. He was.
I love all that stuff.
All it took was
Obito going around and like literally finessing all these different people and setting it up.
That was crazy.
What he did to freaking what's the nigga name? Kagura or no, not Kagura. The from the Mizukage. What's the dude's name? You Yagura. I said Kagura. Yagura. What he did to him, and then starting the whole blood mist. That was because of Obito. Blood Mist is because of Obito. The whole Nagato tweaking is basically because of Obito. It's a lot of stuff that Obito's doing.
That's just so wide, but for that to just be shut down by some words from Naruto, like let's just go into this mystery. Where were they? Like in I don't know what kind of room they were in. Like it was like kind of.
Oh, that was a cave that looked. When
Obito was talking to Naruto and it's like everyone was there or something. Like I was trying to remember from the anime. Like I just remember it like being cloudy or something. And Naruto was just like spinning that game to him. Bro. He was really spinning.
He said spin that game to him.
No, he was really just letting him know like this ain't right.
I feel that. So you rather box him up and take him out.
This ain't right, bro. We gotta change our ways.
And Obito was like, you know what?
You gotta do better, bro.
You're right.
Like you could have gone about this a whole different way. Like this was for Ren, bro. Just really think about it. Just look at it this way.
I mean, he was traumatized,
I ain't gonna lie, they could come up to me.
But I love all the plot twists.
The Obito killed niggas, bro. Like he killed Conan, right? Conan. That was her name.
Conan.
Yeah.
Conan,
the blue hair chick. Yeah.
He killed her.
There's.
And that scene was crazy too.
He was a madness for a minute.
I really liked Obito a lot until I saw that scene.
Were you spoiled on that or no? I think somebody got spoiled on that.
That Obito was Toby? Yeah, I got spoiled.
Oh, that sucks.
But I mean, I kind of figured it out.
I kind of got spoiled on it, slightly.
I got spoiled on that and then July. Those were two spoilers.
Oh no, I did not get spoiled on that.
Yeah, that was But yeah, Obito was one of my favorite characters until I saw that. Him just switch up like that. I don't like inconsistencies with characters. Or not inconsistencies, but just like...
So stay bad. Stay bad.
It's not even stay bad, but like have a better reason to go good than just...
if you're gonna change sides, like Eren from Attack on Titan. Like,
oh.
I'm not saying he's good or bad, but we saw the shift and we see how the shift came to be.
Obito is out the blue after a conversation.
Yeah, because we know, like, I'm not gonna say we really know what we do know what Obito is doing, but... I just feel like that's so easy.
That actually made a lot of sense what you just said. Because Obito switched up basically mid-fight, is what you're saying. Yeah. It wasn't like they fought and everybody went home and he came back and started terrorizing and they kept like butting heads and then he finally came around. Kind of like a Vegeta.
Yeah.
Like Vegeta actually did come around over time. Like
and
it
even
took
when he
him a minute.
Around, he really wasn't all
he still was kind of like, I kind of
mess
mess with y'all, but I still kind of don't. I feel that.
Obito was like, oh, well, I've killed enough people. Let me switch sides now.
Yeah, that boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I know I killed your family, but let me help you. Like, bro. Y'all, please let us know what y'all think. Is Naruto overrated?
Like Orochimaru.
Like
Orochimaru. Like,
is he's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I'm just saying, like his.
I mean, he never got this.
Him kind of shifting out of that like craziness. It happened over time.
Yeah.
So I get that.
And like he was never, even when you learned about Orochimaru, he was never really bad. He just did bad things.
He did bad things.
He did awful things, but like it wasn't for no
Nah, he's pretty bad, bro.
I mean,
he did experiments on kids, bro.
I mean,
that nigga was bad.
I'm talking about not.
Remember how they said they made the rule? They made a rule as to not even a rule. It's just like a ratio. I forgot what the ratio is, but it's like whoever he give the curse mark to, it'll work like 1 out of like 20 times or something like that. So he got to kill 20 kids to get 1, basically, or something like that. That's pretty wild. The Yamato thing with the wood style, that's Orochimaru's.
I'm not disagreeing. Like
he had kids a lot,
very,
bro.
Very messed up individual. I'm talking about like for Obito, he wanted to cause he wanted disaster. Like he just wanted anarchy. Yeah. Orochimaru,
he wanted eternal life.
Yeah, he just eternal life and do experiments.
And to learn other jutsu.
Yeah, it's not like he was out here legit like wanting to hurt people. It was just like, I have to do my experiment. I don't care, so I'm gonna do it.
Orochimaru was a Nazi.
True.
Because they did experiment on people.
But they did it because they thought they were better than people and wanted that's what I'm talking about. Like the reasoning, like he's still awful, okay. Like very awful. But it's just like it's easier to change somebody's mind who's already kind of indifferent to the evil they're doing. Whereas Obito legit wanted to do evil and like I was like, how do you change his mind so easy? But please let us know what y'all think.
It would make more sense to change Madara's mind than it would be to Obito's mind. That makes sense.
Yeah, because Madara
wasn't. He really wasn't like that.
He was just trying to save everybody in his own fucked up way.
In a sense, yeah. But that's all we got for this Naruto show. I guess we came to the conclusion that it is overrated.
From your top 5 down.
From the top 5 down to like within somewhere between 15 and 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still a great show. Y'all check it out. It's really good. It put a whole lot of people on, so yeah. Y'all peep that Naruto. Start watching Boruto if you already finished, because it's kind of doing a little something. It's a little something.
It takes a while.
It takes a while.
Like
but
116 episodes.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.